Hey, welcome to Starbucks. Would you like to donate $7?
Yo, this is by far the corniest shit I seen on here. I don't get it. How's this funny?
It's a filter. So now you know.
It was. And it seems that you and I can't understand Canadian comedy, I guess. I don't know. I just found it very corny. Okay, let me dispense with the pleasantries. Alright, dude. How I'm supposed to react to that and say something like that? Bear with me for 1 minute, okay? I want to show you all this awesome Christmas gift that I got from a follower on here, and I want to show you all of what he did. And to be fair, I actually like it, and I'm really appreciative of what this follower did for me as a gift. So here. You see what I mean? I love the drawing of myself. This is the account that did that drawing, which is this. Would you all be so kind to follow him? He's a good kid. He's a good follower, funny dude, and knows comics very well. So give give him a follow. Okay, let me dispense with the pleasantries. All right, dude. How I'm supposed to react to that and say something like that?
Bro, it won't even fucking open.
Now, what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, right, you don't sleep on the fucking subway here in New York.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. You know, it's my own purview and it's my own truth. You know, I wasn't trying to instigate anything with that, but let me just add this, right? You know, in my life, in my experience, right, people like to use age as an excuse to either or be a lazy prick or just an outright miserable son of a bitch through and through. That I know. In which case, to end this, right, you know, if you want respect, you have to earn it, and you have to show people that you want respect, no matter what it is. If you want to put your foot down in terms of something, and you want respect like that, then yeah, you do it. You show people that you want respect. It's not just because of the age thing. That's just fucking ridiculous. To me, it is, you know. This video is for my friend Ed, and let me get on with it. Well, Ed, I saw your video pertaining about the new TV show Fallout and The Last of Us, as you mentioned about the story building, let alone the storytelling of the show, even though those are video games, dude, you could have just asked me. I'm well versed in those games, especially the story and the premise of both, particularly with Fallout, because you see, Fallout is a alternate reality of ours, in which case that the 1950s never ended, in which the United States was poised to have that McCarthyism type mentality that we had in the 1950s continue on into the 21st century, in which case, you know, the game, particularly with the show, delves more about late stage capitalism and how corporations are consuming everything and killing us eventually, to the point where in the game, and as per with the show in Fallout, that corporations are the reason why the world ended, and as a result, with the backing of Uncle Sam, and this is kind of more of a Cold War retro version type story, because in which case, I'm not sure you watched season 1 of Fallout that came out last year. At the beginning of it, when they showed more about how things leading up to the show where it was prior to that, like in the 21st century, it was around the time in which case like both America and China were at each other's throats, literally. So it's basically it's like an equivalent to the Cold War that we had in our reality, but it's in a different interpretation and versions of it. And whereas for The Last of Us kind of basically mostly based in real life per se, because it talks about like a fungus kind of being festered in more with the food supply, in which case society crumbles, and the main character Joe is just a regular Joe in Texas, living his life with this kid, and he kind of experienced the first brunt of that particular apocalypse. That's the way how the game goes. Then it fast forwards 20 years, in which case a little girl has like a cure for it, and that's pretty much the whole premise of the game. In which case, to harp more on your question about storytelling, that when people don't understand, whereas for the shows, people could just ask a guy like me, in which case I could at least try to convey it to you at best of what it's about overall,